Hit it, baby. Welcome to the 505. I'm old and fat, but still alive. I voiced some games, I had some luck, but as a gamer, folks, I suck. That's why I'm inviting you to guide this aging boomer through. So bibbity boo, and welcome to Uncle G's Tea House. It's a you and me house. Drinks are always free house. A to be or not to be house, or someone in a tree house. Captain Hook and Smee house. A Merry Melody house and episodes of Glee House. Who writes this shit? Uncle G's Tea House. Good evening, my nieces and nephews. Welcome to a slightly confused edition of Uncle G's Tea House. Now, some of you may be looking at your calendars and wondering if this show isn't a day late. Why, yes, so it is. This is the 420 show on 421, which means I am still celebrating in the most authentic way possible. Now, think about it, guys. This is the one holiday that would absolutely show up a day late, wander into the room and say, hey, sup, dudes? I missed anything, man? Anywho, I meant to be here yesterday. I did, but I got distracted by this really interesting lamp. So there's that. Now, let me be clear, folks. This is a classy establishment, right? It's a tuxedo joint house. And tea, my friends, comes in many different forms. Some warms the body. Some calms the mind. And some makes you absolutely certain that your dog understands you on a deeply spiritual level. Now, I grew up in an era when this particular herb was treated somewhat differently. The devil's weed, reefer madness. One puff, and you're dancing on tables, and you're listening to jazz without irony. Now, today it is curated. You don't buy it so much as you consult on it. I'm looking for something uplifting, with notes of citrus, a hint of pine, and just a whisper of existential clarity. Well, we have come a long way, baby. But, somewhere along the way, something else changed. Now, for a lot of people, weed isn't really about rebellion anymore. It's about relief. It's about taking a world that's spinning way too fast and asking it politely to slow the fuck down. Now, whether your companion tonight is a cocktail, a cup of tea, or something that comes with a warning label and a friendly bud tender named Kyle, we're all here for the same reason. A little peace, a little laughter, some space to breathe. Now, me, I'm a simple man. I like my drink strong, I like my songs classic, and I like my gameplay aggressively mediocre. Tonight, we will make room for everything, for the cocktail and the cloud. Uncle Iroh teaches us that wisdom comes from different sources. Sometimes the path to understanding isn't necessarily a straight line, Sometimes it shows up a day late and still manages to be exactly where it needs to be. So tonight, whether you celebrated yesterday, or you forgot entirely, or you're just now realizing why your neighbors seemed unusually friendly yesterday, you are most welcome here, my friends. No judgment, no pressure. Frankly, I think we're right on time. So let's get comfy, let's get curious, and let us begin. Before we mix anything tonight, I want to show you guys something that I absolutely love. This, my friends, is one of my absolute favorite possessions. Now, it's a plastic bottle of ancient age bourbon. As you can see, there's almost nothing left in it. Ancient age is not a good bourbon. It is barely bourbon. This bottle is very special. This bottle was my mother's last. And so it has a place of honor here in the tea house, not because of what it is, but because of who it belonged to. Now, don't worry, folks. I'm not drinking this swill tonight. Don't worry about that. But I am remembering the woman who did drink this, and the life that filled this ordinary and imperfect bottle is something absolutely worth keeping. So, tonight's cocktail, which I invented, mind you, is called a Ray Roy. My mother's name was Ray Dean, and my father's name was Roy, hence a Ray Roy. Their drink was bourbon and Coke, which as an adult I now recognize as a reckless use of perfectly good bourbon, but it was their drink, so it was perfect. In their honor, I'm keeping it classily. Oh, we're already beginning. It didn't take long. In their honor, I'm keeping it classic mostly. I got it. I made it through. So, the same ingredients, but with an herbal twist. Now, this cola contains 10 milligrams of sweet THC. So if tonight gets philosophical, or I start thinking BioShock is actually a documentary, that is not me, my friends. That is Ray and Roy, still taking care of Greg Redine. So let's mix one up. Very, very, very easy drink to make. We'll start just basic, glass. I wanted a bit of a larger glass because I want more Coke in it, because, if it's elevated. And by the way, guys, if you don't live in a legal state, I'm sorry for you. They actually sell this elevated cola at the liquor store. You can just pick it up in the liquor store. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, very few ingredients in here. We have a little bourbon, or about a jigger in there. Boom. To you, my friends. Now, just because I happen to like this stuff, I like these little True Lime packets, because you don't always have fresh lime, so I find, it's a nice shortcut. My mom and dad would never have had lime in their drinks, but, I happen to like it, so I'm going to pour a little of that in there, like so. There we go, and now, the star of our show, ladies and gentlemen, the elevated cola. I haven't tasted it, so we'll see if it smells like cola. We'll see how this goes. Mixes like cola, fizzes like cola. Yeah, we'll get that. See, I also wanted to get that whole thing in there. This drink, particularly, this Ray Roy, is not so much about the bourbon as it is about the cola, which is a new thing. Let's just take a little off of that. Oh, it's good. It's good. All right. Now that we have properly conducted our science experiment, let us talk about results, guys. Alcohol and weed. Very, very different teachers. Alcohol walks into the room like a politician, loud, confident, makes a lot of promises, tells you that you are positively brilliant, tells you that texting your ex at 4 a.m., that's a fabulous idea. Now, weed, weed slows things down, man. Weed asks questions, sometimes uncomfortable questions. Between the two, there is this strange sweet spot. Youngsters call it crossfading, which sounds something like a DJ might do at a wedding, but it's really just about balance, right? Booze says, go! And weed says, oh man, let's think about it, let's chill. Now, if you get it right, if you get it absolutely right, you land in this wonderful place where you're not running from your thoughts, but you're not overwhelmed by them either. You're just with them, which frankly might be the whole ball game, you know what I mean? Not so much escaping how we feel, not drowning in it, but learning how to sit in it without it knocking us over. And with that in mind, my friends, my nieces and nephews, let us head back to Rapture. Cheers to Ray and to Roy. All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And I do have to say, the additional, usually not a big bourbon and Coke fan. I like bourbon separately, and I like Coke separately. I've never been a big fan of the two of them together, probably because it was my parents' drink, and but I have to say the addition of the lime, it's very refreshing. Quite refreshing. It's refreshing. It's going to be a long night, folks. It is refreshing. Happy 421, ladies and gentlemen. How was you guys have a good time yesterday, Hello, Crackle Moon, Timeless Conundrum, Vendigo 333. It is Skexon. Hello, Skexon. Hello, and Late Fate 420. I like that. And of course, Jake and Lauren, the whole gang. I see we're here tonight. So, Crackle Moon, I hope the colonoscopy came out all right for you. What a timeless conundrum. It is happy to see you as well, my friend. It's like, I'm coming to think of all of you guys as, the tea house, I think, is sort of doing what we sort of intended for it to do. Yeah, we're already back to the colonoscopy thing. Every night, probably even more tonight. And oh my God, I usually repeat myself, and sometimes I forget, I lose my thoughts. So, help an old man out tonight, my friends. I think you may need. Oh, Roomba 17, Anime Dallas. That was last week. What a lovely time we had in Dallas. I always have a good time in Dallas. I love the people in Texas. I love the food. The humidity I could probably leave without, but I could leave without. There we go. Hello, Mystery Gamer. How are you this fine day? Anyway, I always enjoy going to Texas. And next week we will be in Florida, which is also sort of exciting. I think we were in Tampa last summer. It was my very first time there. Hello, Amanda Leah. 1993. It was a very good year. Lots of good, sweet ganja, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Eating ice cream and playing video games. Well, you know what? I did play some video games yesterday, and I did actually eat some ice cream myself. So, it's kind of a fun holiday. I think Melissa and I were talking last night. I think the roots of the holiday, I think it has to do with growers back in like Humboldt County, California, back in the 70s when marijuana. Hello, Bernoulli. Ooh, that's fun to say. Bernoulli. Anyway, I think that's where it comes from. I think when back in the old days in the weed fields when, you could literally go into prison. I think that's where it comes from. I do know that having been a long-time connoisseur of the ganja since roughly 1979 for real, I have to say, the first time I ever walked into a dispensary in California, and the minute I could get a medical license, I did. I got it in California so I could go do it. But I got to tell you, after spending most of my life having to know a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy, and that was always sort of sketchy because you'd go to some guy's house that you didn't even know for this transaction. But man, that first night, walking in to that dispensary, I swear to God, it was like, for me, it was like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the chocolate room. That is exactly what it felt like. I still get a little thrill. It's nice that something that used to be so difficult to acquire is now I think in the majority of states is quite easy to acquire. And frankly, I hope that eventually it is legal everywhere. I think it should be. I think that it certainly serves medicinal purposes. And I can say categorically, weed has made me a calmer and nicer, kinder individual because of it. So, I've always since I took to it. We'll talk more about how my weed journey later, which I am still on. And I honestly got to agree, timeless conundrum. I have to say, Jack and Coke is a pretty. I have my mom and dad. I got to give you some credit. This is not bad. We drink it nightly, mainly because this has THC in it. I briefly thought about drinking the 10 milligrams in the beverage and also taking a gummy, chasing it with a 10 milligram gummy, which I didn't do because actually by the end of the show, I would still like to maybe have a conversation with you guys. There's nothing cringier than an old stone guy on your screen. Hell, I remember, hello, what am I doing here? I don't know. But yeah, weed is my friend, baby. I do love my marijuana. I say it unabashedly. I am so excited. We're going to a show, I think in El Paso. Cheech Marin is going to be there. And I have to say, it would be cool just to meet him. But, come on, if you're with Cheech, you know what you really want to do when you meet Cheech, right? I don't know how to ask him that. He might, for all I know, it might be an act and he doesn't even smoke much anymore. But I bet he does. I just bet he does. Joplin, Missouri. I have never been to Joplin, Missouri, but I would like to go sometime. Where I have been, I think I've been to Cape Girardeau twice. And both times I've been to Cape Girardeau, I have been absolutely stunned by how much first of all, Cape Girardeau was like an hour and a half from St. Louis. And both times it's like you would not believe how the attendance at this place is amazing for a small town in Missouri. Yeah, Missouri is awesome. A question for people from Missouri: is it Missouri or Missouri? Is Missouri just a movie thing? Is that just like how it's always been depicted in the movies? Well, we live in Missouri. I live here in Albuquerque, and I think we also, at least once a week, we all live in Rapture a little bit. So I think maybe let's go back to Rapture. It ought to be some interesting gameplay tonight. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'm going in. Oh, I've got my shotgun. You know what? Before I do, hold on, guys. It is 4/21. And I really feel I really should honor that. I don't want to dishonor the holiday. I couldn't do that. So, and honor. Here's to you, my friends. Ah, yes, the pause that refreshes. Here we go. All right. I'll follow the arrow. Is that something there? There's probably not. Well, there are things to pick up here, huh? Pardon me. Sometimes the vapes make you cough. That's part of the whole mystique of it all, isn't it? So tell me about your week, folks. How has it been? What good happened? What bad happened? I got to travel to Dallas again, which was nice for once. Usually, I literally go to DFW every week because from Albuquerque, you have to go through, DFW. Last week, I actually got to go to Dallas, just Dallas, which was actually a really nice thing. Okay, I have to go. No. Okay, no. What's wrong here? Yeah, tonight the gameplay might be a little erratic. We shall see. We shall see.
Just follow the arrow and everything will be okay.
That is a very wise thought. So I'm going to Arcadia Glens.
Yes.
I think I said it last week. We lived in, what was that? When our children were very little, we lived in Arcadia, California for about 9 months, I think. We were both working for Disney at the time in Burbank, and especially with infants, it was just a terrible commute, so we moved back to Burbank. It's a nice community, though, as I recall, and I bet there's something here I can use.
You will come to a better place.
Search containers for loot, yeah. Can't I? Why can't? Oh, yeah, pick up dollars. No, I want only $2. Oh. I'm not sure what that was all about. Actually, it was kind of creepy. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Panda Prime. I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather. That is rough, you know. I am sure I'm sure your grandfather is up in the spirit world tonight, watching you and still thinking of you. It's hard losing, you know, your grandparents or our parents, or, you know, in my case, I lost my sibling and my older sibling in 20 years ago this year. Fun fact, this is an interesting fact. It's not a fun fact at all. New subscribers. Utili, thank you for resubscribing. New subs. We have Fly Guy Epic, Tempest, GG Demise, Gearheart Gaming. Oh, and what else do we have more? I'm watching the thing scroll. I can see it's moving about. The cursor's moving about. There's four more. I'm Roomba 17. I thank you. Gracias. Danke Shane. Danke Shane. Cross Stitches. Danke Shane. Danke Shane. Fly Guy Epic, Tempest, GG Demise, Gearhard Gaming, Roomba 17. Cross Stitches. Danke Shane. And you resubscribed. Okay. Oh, it's fun to watch. It's kind of fun. Now it's exciting. I mean, it's always exciting. Even Miguel 139, welcome. I thank you. New subs. We met some of you guys last week in Dallas, so thanks, guys, for actually that I got to meet you and that you're sticking with us and coming to the show. I think I said Miguel 139. I think I got everybody, unless more are coming, and if more come. Someone tell the stoned old man that he needs to pay more attention. But right now, okay, I'm going to kill something. Oh, that looks like something I could use. Search. Oh, there's nothing up here. I do actually. Oh, where'd you go? You bastard.
So this is a new type of enemy that teleports.
Oh, that's why I couldn't see where he went, man.
Yes.
Oh, well, it was awesome meeting you as well. Fly Guy Epic last week in Dallas. Big D, little A-double-L-A-S. I like that hotel, too. I like the bar. Well, I've seldom met a hotel bar I didn't like. Bartenders in hotels all across the United States know my name. They know my name. They smile when they think of me. All right, I'm thinking up these stairs. I almost got, what was that? Did he just throw that down, or was there anything there? I have not killed anything yet. I don't like that. That looks like something. All right, yeah, I thought I could sense it. Where are you coming from, man? Why you rat bastard? All right, I'm going this way. When in doubt, just keep running. Follow the arrow.
You will come to a better place.
There, I think I got her. All right, we have a first kill of the night. It is my first kill of the night. I raise my wrench of honor. I think this is the wrench of honor. Henceforth, that's what I'm gonna. Oh no! Oh, you see, look. It's too bad, I'm monologuing tonight. I had a feeling this might be this sort of a show where I just kind of watch the chat all night and forget about the game. But as long as I've got a minute, I might enjoy some more of my elevated bourbon and soda dedicated to Radine and Roy. I think they'd like it. They, of course, from another era, they were a little, I never smoked freely around them, though they knew I did. Oh, Late Fate 420. Thank you. You gifted a sub. Thank you, Late Fate 420. 420. There need to be some 420 carols, Oh, memo to me. Write 420 character. I mean, my God, the best-selling song of all time is White Christmas. We need a good 420 song, right? I will take anybody have any ideas? What's a great 420 carol? We got to write it. We'll make a fortune, I'll tell you. We'll collaborate. So I guess we could talk about the leak but I am not going to talk about that leak. I talked about it last night. People have talked about it quite enough. I have nothing really to add to that other than I will say this about the leak, and this isn't so much about the leak, but about social media. Man, sometimes people can be huge assholes on social media. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's like, man, everybody chill out. Everybody has an opinion. And yeah, everyone should have an opinion. But I think when you're anonymous, you're allowed to be a little too free with your opinion because there are no consequences to your opinion. You know, in the old days, you're in a bar, you start to argue about politics or religion or whatever, and it gets, you know, too real. There's a good chance that somebody's going to get punched in the nose. And, you know, social media eliminates that. It will always be very weird to me, social media, because this very thing, it's actually, it can be a beautiful thing. I am friends, real friends with people on the other side of the planet that I never, ever would meet in the real world. And yet this thing that has the potential to bring us together as humans is the very thing that is literally tearing us all apart. I guess like most things, you have to sort of, you know, take the bitter with the sweet, I guess. You know what I do when the world gets me down and I'm doom scrolling? I go to Rapture and I kill something. I haven't used, you know what? I have not used the wrench tonight. It is time for the wrench. All right, guys, what are you telling me this way?
Yep. Crouch.
Crouching is, there we go.
Go forward.
I can stand up again. This is a very beautiful level, you know. Well, let me power up a little bit. Arcadia. Now, of course, I'm looking to see if there's anything interesting. It's you know, it's always interesting, but
You know, quite a few people have joined us since you made it. Why don't you
Smoke weed every day.
oh well, thank you, Matt. Thank you. No, we gotta get Matt. Matt becoming man. It's a total boomer reference. I doubt seriously if anyone in my dinner even knows who the hell Eddie Man is. But this is a basic. This is a bourbon and Coke. The difference is the cola is elevated cola and includes 10 milligrams of sweet THC. So it's an even sweeter bourbon and Coke than usual. But I have to say, quite refreshing. I would drink another one of them, but I'm not going to drink another one of them. You know, it would be fun, but you know, I also want to be moderately entertaining, as opposed to blindly not having a clue what I'm doing. And thus far, although I think I'm still going in the wrong way. All right, this way. What's back there?
Are you getting the sound alerts?
No. No. Should I be?
Maybe. I assume so, but
No, right? And it just, you know, it's pretty quiet. I don't get sound from the game either, which actually is pretty cool because it, you know, I get distracted so easily without the audio from the game. Probably would be a terrible idea for me to actually. Were you trying to mess with me? Don't you mess with me, man.
recurring thing of this level will be these guys that teleport around and shoot fireballs at you. So maybe a little bit.
So what is the best defense against these guys that teleport? Man.
I don't know.
Play another game.
Yeah.
Play Pac-Man.
Play another game. Pause the game.
Pause the game and talk to the chat. Oh, I like it. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'll have a little bit more of this delightful cocktail that I've concocted. Reading the chat. Time travel potion. Oh, if only I had one. You know, if I, all right, now that's a nice 420 conversation. Let's talk about time travel. I wouldn't want to go back in my own life and see things. And then the other question, of course, okay, if you can time travel, what would you go back in history to fix? Which has always been a great question. It's one thing to say, yeah, I would absolutely go back to in time and kill Hitler when he was a baby, or kill Stalin when he was a baby. But at the end of the day, and I think there have been films made about this, you're also killing a baby, even if it's a baby that grows up to be a monster.
Smoke weed every day.
Now I'm hearing it. Now I'm hearing it. That's cool. I like it. Me likey. And me, I want to bash something. All right, I think I was talking about something and stopped talking about it, but I don't think.
You're having a weak moment.
Yeah.
You start talking about time travel.
Ah, yes, time travel. Time travel is great. Oh,
But
man,
if you want to play the game, that's
I'm not even. Oh, I'm not even through. See, they're not really dying. They're just teleporting someplace else.
Yeah, you might have to shoot those guys.
What else I got? Oh, yeah, pistol. How do I do with my submachine gun? I need some ammo, man. I think the pistol is the only thing I have any ammo at all.
I think you have machine gun ammo.
Oh, there was something there I could pick up. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't want no damn Merlot. Is there a thing these? Oh, more Merlot. Probably not the best idea for me to drink in all this Merlot. All right. First aid. Using first aid. Yeah, these guys are hard, man. Don't use the rounds. Ah, man. And now I think I have no rounds at all. I have no rounds. Oh, that's all right. Interesting. Now the chat's catching up with the, and help Jim Morrison not go to Paris and tell him to go to London. That would be cool. If I could, you know what? If I could go back in time, much in that, I would like to go see Frank Sinatra perform, frankly. That's something that I would love to see. Yeah, you know what? If I could time travel, because once you start to time travel, you never know how it's going to screw things up, right? But it wouldn't hurt anybody if I just showed up and, saw Frank Sinatra, at the Rat Pack, at the Sands, early 60s. That would be a night on the town. That would be something I think I would enjoy very much indeed. All right, here we go.
One thing that you haven't really interacted with much is that every
Emotional damage.
I like that. I like those sounds. Sounds are good. Remind me what those sounds are for.
People can donate bits, which are a currency that you can buy on Twitch using real money.
Oh, I
They
see.
play
I
those
see.
sounds for you.
I see. Well, thank you for playing that sound, my friend.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that, over here on the controller,
Yeah.
the D-pad, if you press, the up button, see, it's a different type of ammo for the gun.
Oh.
So you actually have a lot of ammo of this type.
Oh, I didn't know that. So okay, that's going to be very handy.
But every gun has different types
Has different types of ammo.
Yeah.
So it's this button here?
Yeah, so you see how there's a top, a
Yeah.
middle, and a down one?
Yeah, yeah.
That corresponds to top, middle, and down. So right now you only have the top type of ammo for that gun.
And that's why but I've got quite a few of that.
Yes.
I'm good with this.
Yes.
All right. All right, come on. All right, once I press this, why am I not moving? Move forward, dude. Try that. There we go. It's going to be an interesting night. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too.
Do you have an answer to that question?
What's my favorite Aku or Uncle Iroh vocal since? Well, yeah, I agree. Extra thick. When I use my trusty wrench, I expect the splicer blood to run extra thick. Wah! Oh, it's nice to feel one's inner Aku every now and then. All right.
Do you have one for Uncle Iroh or no?
Well, of course, Uncle Iroh, my favorite Uncle Iroh, Sims, I like, my favorite Uncle Iroh quote is, actually, you know what? Sim would be, destiny is your friend. I think today, destiny is our friend. I know it. part of one of the greatest, I think, series finale of all time. That recently, and I think I talked about it in a panel or to someone that I met in Dallas, and I stand by that. There's lots of shows that could have benefited from a much better finale. All right, now, okay. But no one doesn't want me to
You
go
will
in there,
come
right?
to a better place.
It wants me to go this way. Oh, all right, well, all right, I'm going to give it a try. Okay, now I just need to remember, stay close to the walls is always a good idea. All right, going back through here. All right. I'm going to try to take that shot. I got him. All right. Okay, that was kind of awesome. You know, I love it when that happens. I mean, you know, I don't love it. I mean, that's the thing, you know. I wouldn't actually, you know, but I can see why people enjoy, you know, shooters. I can actually see it. It actually is a good way to just sort of let off a little steam and do things that you would never do in real life. I hope you didn't look too, like a spider. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Ah, gotcha. Exit zoom. I want to exit zoom. I do love. Now, stick with
You
the
will
submachine
come
gun.
to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
better
See?
place.
We're going down. See, let's. Nope. There. All right. Where am I going? I'm going this way, and something is.
You have no shotgun ammo right now, but
oh.
before you have like a different type of shotgun.
That's what I need. Keep with this. Am I not allowed to go through here yet? Whatever would I do without you, Matt? I would not have any idea what I'm doing.
You can go through that door, but it's one of those where you need to zap it.
Oh. Well, all right. I seem to be staying on point pretty much with the here. Oh, that'll be fun. I love it. You know, I haven't been able to do that in a while. When I first did it, started playing, I absolutely could not operate the guns at all. But I think I'm out of. I need to get to a health station, and soon, yeah. I need to get to a first aid station, and soon. This is the graphics are quite lovely.
You know, someone asked.
Man, oh man.
Does Iroh enjoy THC?
Does Iroh enjoy THC? I have been a proud, unrepentant connoisseur of THC since roughly 1979.
You just keep moving.
I speak, and you know, when you think about it, when you do think about Uncle Iroh, I think I posted that picture. It was a really gifted artist. I think I was in Memphis, and he gave me an original artwork. Have you know the one you've seen? Art, you know, Iroh has this big giant grin on his face, and he has this Pai Sho tile, you know, and he's holding the Pai Sho tile out to you, and he replaced the Pai Sho tile with a blunt, so he's handing him the blunt, and I did that. I posted that on internet, Instagram last night, and yeah, man, yeah, Uncle. You think about it. This is, I think, what I said. When you think about it, it kind of fits. Uncle Iroh, I think, absolutely. It might not have just been THC. It might have been tea with THC, which is not exactly what I meant to say, but you know, it's gonna be. It's a crazy show tonight, guys. You know, here I am. Here I am. Just have permission to talk to you guys. We can go off on any tangents we like.
And real quick, Gabatron 420 gifted a sub.
Gabaton 420. I thank you for gifting us a sub, Gabatron 420. Thank you very much, my friend. Now let's see what happens. And again, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm better than I used to be. Although I don't think I like this particular level very much. All right, so what's the deal here, dude?
Gotta go go up the stairs again.
Oh. Well, that seems like a waste of effort. Back over here. All right.
Yeah, that's true. You can book cameos.
Absolutely, my friends. I do cameos all the time. In fact, thank you for reminding me. I have to do 2 of them in the morning. I must remember to do that. Cameos were great during COVID. And I know Gray Delilah said the same story because she had the same experience I did. You know, prior to Netflix picking up Avatar and showing it literally at the height of lockdown, which was, you know, thank you, Netflix. I would do the cameos, and I might get, you know, I was lucky, I might get 2 a week, right? I woke up one morning, and I see that I have 35 cameo orders overnight. And I'm going, oh, well, this has got to be a mistake. There's something wrong with the, you know, with the app. And yeah, it turns out that, you know, the same thing had happened to Gray. She woke up one morning, it's like, I don't understand why all of a sudden I have all of these orders. And that is why. So again, thank you, Netflix. You're an evil company, like most companies are evil. But you did do Avatar a solid by showing it when you did. It really did make a difference for the show. Even with the fan conventions, we would go to the fan conventions before COVID, and the attendance wasn't the same. Literally, I would go to maybe 12 a year. I think maybe. I mean, and last year we did 32. And that, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know I don't think how long I'm going to be. You know, the game. I don't. You know, maybe I'll hit my stride here in a minute, but tonight the game is sort of.
Well, do you want to continue the story?
What story was that?
We're talking about cameo and COVID.
You can't. I think mainly they just did us a solid by showing it then. You know, even the fan conventions, Avatar suddenly became this phenomenon. I mean, it was always a phenomenon, you know, but it was really. I always say, oh, I can load my weapon. That's good. Prior to COVID, Avatar was always considered to be a very, very good show. We knew that. It was very well written, beautiful show. But after COVID, suddenly it became what we know now, and it is considered a great, if not the greatest, animated show. And that, you know, if you were just lucky enough to be a voice in television animation at all, because I don't lie with you guys, it's not that easy, you know. Like anything you really want, it's not that easy to become a voice actor. So if you're just a voice on an animated television show at all, you've already hit the lottery. But then to be a part of this show that 20 years later is still bigger than it's ever been. It's really quite remarkable. And it is something that I'm very grateful for and I feel very blessed for. It would also be a blessing if I could like get out of this level or do whatever it is I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I've been down here.
You have.
I have? All right. Yeah, it's just one of those nights, folks. But we're playing.
I will say that I think that this is one of the trickier levels in the game, even if you weren't intoxicated. So,
I do.
just as a warning.
I do find that some of them are easier than others, you know?
Yes.
Anything here? Oh, yeah, there is some stuff here. Thank you. Thank you. That I will use. Well, hopefully. I might use it. Will I aim it properly? That would be the second question. All right. So through this door, Rapture Retro. Here we go.
No.
Nope.
I think it was pointing to the side.
Here. Oh, I almost got him. All right.
There you go.
Ah, you mug. How'd you like that, huh? How'd you like them apples? And that's one of those the splicers that teleports,
Yeah.
huh?
They're called Houdini splicers. After Houdini.
Which wasn't even his real name. I know that just because it's a line from the musical Ragtime. Very excited. The fam, we're going to see the whole fam in New York City in about 2 weeks. My son lives in Brooklyn, And it is always delightful to go to New York City. Although I will say, the thing about New York City, I always enjoy it when I'm there because New York City, the energy of the place in New York City is quite intense. And every time we come home, I always say, you know what? I want to wake up in a city that occasionally sleeps. You know, just the energy of the place is a lot. And especially if you happen to be at the New York City Comic Con. And as I'm sure you guys know, fan conventions by themselves, any fan convention is going to be a sensory overload experience. You know, there's a lot going on, lots of sound and light and costumes and color. What makes the New York City Comic Con particularly grueling sometimes is you have all the sound and sights of one of the largest Comic Cons in the world, and then you walk outside and you're in New York City, which is its own thing that you have to deal with, another sensory overload experience. But I am looking forward to it. I have very few regrets in life. I wish I had lived in New York once when I was young. When Melissa and I left Houston, we knew we wanted to. Our choices, as you know, wanting to get into the acting profession was either New York or Los Angeles. And having been from Houston, Los Angeles just seemed like a bigger Houston with way better weather, whereas New York City in the 70s, 80s was an altogether, before the Disneyfication of it. So it was an altogether different city, a much more dangerous city back then. Nevertheless, I wish we had lived there just once. The thing about New York City is, I think you gotta be young or you gotta be rich. All right, this might work. You said
Yeah. So you gotta zap that thing.
that thing.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Also, there's a guy shooting you.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Not anymore, there's not. You know, seriously, dude, seriously, where are you? Come on. Do you want a piece of me?
Behind you.
Robot, man. Oh, it's one of those guys. Can I hit it from this far away? Oh, actually, I think I did. I have no... Oh, all right. I'm going to be very, very quiet, and nothing will kill me. Something will kill me in this game. It's another one of those guys. Do not. No. All right. All right. I'm back on track. Back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. I know I'm wounded. Tell me something I don't know, man. All right, this time I'm going through.
You know, this
I
lets
can
you
feel it.
answer a lot of chat questions, at least.
I agree. Let's go back to the chat. Let's see what's going on with my friends in the chat.
Someone had asked what you thought of the final season of Samurai Jack.
Oh, well, you know, Samurai Jack, I mean, you know, in terms of watching it in an elevated frame of mind, is pretty awesome. The animation on Samurai Jack is like, you know, what's interesting to me about Genndy Tartakovsky is there aren't many animators, Don Bluth, I think, would be another one, where you just see their animation style and you know immediately, well, that is a Genndy Tartakovsky show. Nothing else looks quite like that. And that, you know, in terms of watching it from a more elevated perspective, the art and the animation is just freaking amazing. And it's still amazing. I was telling somebody this weekend what was kind of cool about Samurai Jack is generally the creator of the show is not the voice director. For example, Mike and Brian were not the vocal directors on Avatar. That was Andrea Romano. But Genndy was actually the voice director on Samurai Jack. And it was really kind of cool to know that the guy directing you was the guy that actually thought up this whole world and did it. So, you know, it was kind of cool. I liked working on Samurai Jack. Any frame of Samurai Jack, and you can frame it and put it in your home, put it in your living room. Opulent Dog, what's going on? Well, it's 421, baby, and I am enjoying a little bourbon and Coke tonight. The cola came with a little extra ingredient, about 10 milligrams of Sweet, sweet THC, which actually I think I am starting to feel the effects. Which should be fun, especially with our musical selection tonight. Thank God it's an easy song. I knew enough about that. The Italian thing I did a couple of weeks ago. I'm glad I'm not doing that song. Yes, I was. Yeah, arcade. Yes, I was in Arcadia. Yes, there we are, Mr. Jammy, and I am indeed in Arcadia. And you know what? I can't get out of Arcadia. It's driving me crazy here. You know what? I'm gonna give it another try.
But how do you like the rest of the game so far?
Oh, honestly, BioShock? I am, first of all, surprised. I was a little fearful of playing the game because, nobody wants to watch somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, for 2 hours a night. So I was a little fearful of not having the reflexes, so much for the shooters or anything.
This is your first ever shooter, right?
Yes, this is the first shooter I have ever played. I've never played another shooter. My game of choice has always been the Civilization series, particularly Civ 6. That is, I think, my favorite version. I think that's the Civilization, series in its finest form. The less said about Civilization 7, the better. But, you guys do you. If you like it. A lot of the elements that I like most about the game were sort of taken out of it. And, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yes, a shooter for me is a very, very, very different sort of situation. And I am, yeah, isn't Civ 6 great? I have found my favorite, I used to enjoy playing for Rome, just because, Rome, it's Rome. I loved I, Claudius. I loved ever since I saw I, Claudius in the 70s, which is about Rome. But I like to play as Portugal. I have found if you play as Portugal and you really get to it with spreading your religion, and because Portugal has an advantage because it gives like 50% more as long as you're trading with another coastal city. So Portugal, man, you can rack up the religious points and you can rack up the money so much that, literally then, by the time you get to the death robots, you can just, fine, I can buy them. I'll just buy them outright. I think eventually, I think I would like to play this game on here. I was thinking after BioShock, the next game we would do is Fallout 4, but the more I was thinking of it, Fallout 4 is sort of in the same wheelhouse because it's a shooter. What I think might be kind of fun to play for me, and it's a game that I have played just a little bit, because on the promo they wanted me to play the game, so they literally sent me the game to play. Samurai Jack be sort of fun because I literally could play the game as Aku, which is sort of what I did. It was during COVID and the game was coming out, and they called us and they wanted to do a promo of Aku playing the game as Aku in my living room. The problem was it was COVID. We live in New Mexico, and so what happened was. They sent us the cameras, they sent us the lights, they sent us everything we need, even a little clapper board. And literally, just my wife, Melissa, and I, we were everything for that one day that we shot. I'm speaking of the clapper board, I literally would be sitting there ready to play the game, and I'd go, okay, this is yada, yada, da, 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 scene, da, da, clap. It was... I think we learned more in that day about film production, I think, than probably, a master's degree from USC. I'm probably exaggerating. A master's degree from USC would probably, But you really did learn a lot about lighting the scene. And of course, when we were on Zoom, literally on a Zoom call with the people from LA set up on a card table in our living room, so I do have some experience with vanquishing the samurai, except because this was a promo, we had all the cheat codes. So, I was able to get a lot, further in the game than I probably would get if I were actually playing the game. But yeah, I think that might be the very next one that we try. I'm going out. I'm going to give this one more try. I've got a little bit of health. I'm going to see if I can maybe redeem myself just a little bit. I think I've cleaned everything out. I don't think I have anything so much to
Once again, you
crouch.
Have to crouch and go up the stairs.
Stand up, load my weapon. Thank you. It's nice. I'm glad I had that. It's nice to have just a little bit of. been here. I know. All right. Just be cool. Be chill, Greg. Be chill. Use your feelings, Luke. Use your feelings. The Force is with you, Luke. Oh, all right. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy. Oh, sneaking up on me, eh? Oh, he's already moved. All right, I'm feeling good about this. I am feeling strong, folks. I am feeling strong. I think I'm gonna. I'm definitely not getting through the level, but I might at least be able to get a little bit further along. You know, this is kind of All right, I guess you guys want me to go in these doors, right? I mean, have I been here? This looks a little bit. Oh. Well, this would be fun. Okay, well, we're off to a bloody start at least. I have killed again! Oh, and I got some ammo. Very good. I definitely could use some ammo.
Just reminding you.
Oh, the time? Yeah. You know, what is time, man? I mean, when you think about it, you know? What is time? I
You're
joke.
fucking crazy.
I remember recording that. Oh, what are sort of the funny little things, you know? I like even with Iro, I like sometimes when people come to my signing table. I don't know, making Iro say, you know, dirty words. I don't know why. It's funny. People think it's funny. You know? Destiny is a fucking funny thing. Did I get it? I think I got it. I got it. How's my health? Do I have some health? Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Okay. I am feeling confident, guys. I think you know what? I'm farther than I've been.
You are. Personal best.
I know. I'm feeling it now. The Force is strong in me. I will not bring dishonor to the Fire Nation. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do that.
You know, you do have.
Did I get him?
Other guns. Who's that guy?
Come on, buddy. Aha! What did I do? I felt it. I felt it, man. I could literally feel it that time. Of course I'll rescue your little sister. Consider yourself rescued. Now, heal, little sister. Be calm, little sister. Oh, that was kind of cool. All right. Hello. Do you have anything for me? Any gifts?
Not yet.
All right.
I get to search that.
Yeah, this guy, I'll take this. And you know what? I'll take $60. And that, my friends, is as good a time as any.
Great place to pause.
Let us move on to our musical. Very interesting to see how this goes, huh? You know, guys, I've been searching tonight for a song that might pair well with an evening like this. You know, something classic, yet mischievous, something that understands life is complicated and choices can be nuanced. And I kept coming back to this old standard, as I often do, a tune from a bygone world where people pretended everything was proper while quietly behaving otherwise. This song is called Makin' Whoopee. Oh, yes. They dressed it up in tuxedos and clever lyrics, but make you no mistake, this song knows exactly what it's really talking about. Tonight, in the spirit of 420, arriving fashionably late on 421, we are giving it a gentle and herbal reinterpretation. Same melody, same charm, slightly different set of priorities. Now, the original was about love and marriage and consequences. Our 2026 version, ours is about relaxation and wondering why a chocolate chip cookie is suddenly a spiritual experience. Ladies and gentlemen, nieces and nephews, children of all ages, I give you Smokin' Whoopee. Another joint, a little pot, another point that I forgot, another season, another reason for smoking whoopee. A little fun, another run on Taco Bell. It's really neato. Have a Dorito. We're smoking whoopee. Picture a sweet sativa. Picture a righteous buzz. From Georgia to Geneva. This is a thing we does. Another joke. Another hit. Another toke of awesome shit. Let's put the T, folks, in THC, folks. Let's smoke some whoopee. Another bong, another cough. Some say it's wrong. I say fuck off. Another gummy for head and tummy. It's full of whoopee. A little weed, a little grass. It's what you need to chill your ass. Wherever you be, roll up a doobie, roll up some whoopee. And now we are wasted on that magic bus because we tasted our pal cannabis. Do not ask why, folks. Let's just get high, folks. Do not ask why, folks. Let's just get high, folks. Let's smoke some whoopee. You know what? I think, you know what? Maybe I'm not as stoned as I thought I was, or maybe I'm just more focused, you know? Because I was a little concerned about the song. Because it is a song, and anytime you're working with a backing track, it's a very difficult thing. I know I've never really had to do a musical with a full backing track, but I know, especially in community theaters these days, that is a normal sort of thing to do. So yeah, I was a little paranoid about staying with the backing track. I think I did it. And you know what? I don't like to pat my own, toot my own horn, Yeah, I actually do like to toot my own horn. I'm an actor. That's what we do. I love to toot my own horn. My Sinatra's pretty freaking solid. If I do say so myself. The older I get, and the more, I could do a pretty good Frank impression even when I was young. I used to, my bar trick, in the old days in Houston, with Melissa, a bar in Houston. We love Lockeroff in Houston. Go to Lockeroff. My bar tricks were doing a really killer impression of Frank singing New York, New York. And because I have a very, it's a fat head now, but the shape of my head is very square. It's actually a very square head. And, all right, now I'm talking about it. All right, we'll see. Probably not with all this electrical equipment. My other bar trick was because I have a square head, I could generally balance. No, I'm not trying it tonight, but I could do it. In my 20s, I absolutely could. Not only could I balance a full mug of beer on my head, but I could also dance with a full mug of beer on my head. Yeah. Now I sort of feel like I've got to at least try. Let's try one more time. Cause spot me.
Okay, all right.
Spot me, Matt. Here we go. You don't get entertainment like that on anybody else's Twitch channel. I'm telling you, folks. Yes, when someone tells you they don't like to toot their own horn, they absolutely like to toot their own horn. Yeah, and I'm definitely feeling the 10 milligrams from the drink at this point. Actual vaping, it works differently. Edibles, they sneak up on you. All of a sudden you think, oh, I'm fine, and then I was talking to some actor one time, and we were talking about the proper dosage for air travel. I wouldn't know what that is because, I would never travel in particular. We were talking about, air travel and cannabis, et cetera. And someone had given him a cookie. And, he thought, a regular cookie, you're going to imagine it's going to be in the 10 to 20 milligram range, I would imagine. And literally he eats the cookie and he's with his friends and he said, oh, no, man. You shouldn't have. You don't eat. You ate the whole thing. It was like 200 milligrams, and I cannot think of a worse place to be than in an aircraft with 200 milligrams of THC in me. I mean, some people do it. I personally max out. Anything more than 25 milligrams is about my sweet spot. If I don't have anything to do, if I can just sit at home all day and chill, and watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh. I've never done that. I watched the show before, but I was very paranoid about watching the show because it wasn't that long after, I had been on the show. So I was, I couldn't quite enjoy it. And probably I still can't because I'm very critical of my work, but I think I might have found the secret for me really enjoying Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now that might be an interesting Twitch show. Me just getting totally baked and then just watching episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Maybe I'll put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. That might be something we might give a try at some point in the near future. Yeah, it hits you when you're sitting down. And I have been, and it hits you differently. You can do 10 milligrams one day and you'll be just fine. You can go out and, be in society. But, other times it'll just literally make you completely baked. When I was younger, I was always incredibly paranoid about going out into the world while slightly elevated, because I was paranoid, I was paranoid about. And I recently, especially if you're in a legal state, I think what sort of cured my paranoia was I realized that literally probably about 50% of everybody that I interact with is also going to be elevated. So once you realize that we have that, that point, it made it a lot easier. I can go out now. I don't drive, but then I'm a terrible driver. So generally though, What was my point? I did acting, ladies and gentlemen, acting. You're trained at the University of Houston School of Theater. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's play some games some more, huh? I was actually off to sort of a roll, and I'm always glad the song is behind me because that is the one part of the show, if the teleprompter, messes up, and I do have a teleprompter because there's no way I could remember all that stuff. But, the show is loosey-goosey enough to go, oh, look, the teleprompter's screwing up. I need to fix that. Once the song starts, Once that train leaves the station, that's it. All right, let's see. Looks like I have no ammo for anything. That? Maybe, yes.
And you do have some shotgun ammo. It's just of a different type.
I would think the grenade would really be a good thing to have on this level.
Yeah.
That was intense, man. He was coming for me. Yeah, well, not coming for me now, eh? See? You killed my brother. This is a very interesting level. Okay, that must mean something is going well for me. But okay, all right, whatever you say, dude.
On the surface, I once bought a farm.
Oh no!
Parasites claimed that the land belonged to God and demanded that I establish a public park. Why?
All right.
So the rebel could stand slack-jawed on
I'm just gonna run. When in doubt, just keep running. Hope nothing kills me.
My forest. I burnt it to the ground. God
Oh,
did not plant
that is not something I wanted to see.
I did.
Well, all right. I don't think that put me all the way back. Maybe it did. That's good because I was actually getting a little bummed, that I was going. Oh no, I don't have to go through all that again. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I might just start having a bourbon and Coke now and again. The problem is I don't like Diet Coke. I'm very weird that way about soft drinks. If I'm going to actually, use the calories for a soft drink, I want a soft drink. So I would not especially enjoy the Diet Coke, I don't think, nearly as much as I do enjoy the actual Coca-Cola. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, perfect. Uh-oh. All right, huh? Not so big anymore, Big Daddy, huh? How big are you now, huh? Not so big now, huh? Yeah, well, like that. Oh. And that's what you get for getting cocky. That's what you get. Oh, maybe I'll try the other. No. Oh, I can hypnotize a Big Daddy. Oh, okay, that I want to try. Because I assume I will encounter him again. That this is the point where you have to encounter the Big Daddy. Here we go. What do you do with the Big Daddy once you hypnotize it?
He just follows you around.
Oh, and he won't kill me ever?
It wears off after, I want to say, like 6 minutes or so.
So should I kill him once I hypnotize him?
You good?
Well, I think I will. Oh, man.
And no more grenades.
Come on, incinerate. Enough of this. I'm just going to run. When in doubt, run. When in doubt, run. Run like the wind. I'm even going in the right direction. Oh, no. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, actually.
Yeah, he actually died.
I think I did get him. I think I did get him.
I think on one side there was a guy shooting rockets, and we're on the other side of him, and the rocket shot Big Daddy.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right. let's see what might come in handy and if I have any ammo at all.
Some pistol ammo. 17 shots.
All right, we'll give that a try. We'll try that.
You know, another thing you have is a lot of money, so you could buy ammo.
I can buy a lot of stuff if I could find it, you know?
Yeah.
I need to find the store. What's in there? Oh well. I'll go here. I'll do as I'm told. That song gets into your head too. Ya da 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 da. Another season.
What's your favorite Frank Sinatra song? I'm curious.
Oh,
Someone in the chat was
New
talking
York.
about Loving Blue Moon earlier. So.
New York, I think. But you know, you also love My Way. I love The Summer Wind. I love. It was a very good year. I mean, Sinatra. You know, that is again, as I time traveled, that would be a big one for me to actually see Frank Sinatra. I was fortunate. Oh, and you know what? It would be pretty cool to see the Beatles perform too. That would actually be, you know. I've seen Springsteen. I saw Queen. I saw Queen, which was kind of cool to see, you know, Freddie Mercury. Melissa completely is responsible. As you know, you might have noticed I really like musicals. Come on, all right, I am not. I have had enough of you. So my knowledge of rock and roll was not at all extensive until I met Melissa. And so she educated me. I'm way cooler. I'm a way cooler person because I met Melissa. I mean, I'm still pretty geeky, but you know. You get a buy as an old man.
It's tough when you don't have any first aid kits.
I know that's what's killing me, man. I need to find some place where I can go.
Well,
And
if you press the big button in the center of your controller,
this one here?
it opens up the map, and that any of like those clowns are stations. Where
Oh,
you can buy
all right. And I am.
machines. So you could go back.
I'm here.
Yeah. Through the arrow. You can go back through.
Back and around.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try that because I could definitely use that would be a handy thing. You know, to actually have. So I'll go in the opposite direction from the arrow.
Pretty much. Or there's a health station right there, actually.
That's it. Oh, yeah, that will be helpful.
If you take out your rent,
Brian's got his eyes on me.
or that was two actually. You could, you broke it. So if you look at the bottom of it, like look down.
Yeah.
It drops.
Oh, it drops stuff I can
It
get.
drops first aid kit. So look at the floor. Yeah. See.
Yes. Oh, all right, all right. I wonder if might there be more. And did I ever? I must have. I must have gotten what I needed from you.
You did. There's another one that you killed.
All
from
right.
what you remember.
I think. Do I have any more ammo? No, I do not. So let's waste that one.
If you go to your shotgun again.
Got pistol rounds.
Up, when you're on your shotgun, press up on.
On this thing?
Yeah. When you're on the shotgun.
And press up.
Yeah. You have two ammo.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's more than I.
That's more than zero.
That's more. That was more than zero. And it be dangerous waters where I be now. Oh, what do we have here? No, I don't need. I'm not now. Not now. I want to get out of this level. If I can get out of this level tonight, I will consider myself quite the
I'm
bio.
sorry, but I don't.
You don't think that's gonna happen?
No. This one's really long.
And it's all like this? It's all sort of jungly?
Yes. Actually, there's like a marketplace area.
Rescue.
She ran forward.
Rescue. Oh. Hello, my child. Now you must feel. You will be healed. I love to do that. How has the day been, Blondie? Well, the day has been, delightful. You know, I've enjoyed it. I always enjoy getting ready for the shows.
There's a robot right in front of you that just keeps shooting rockets.
And so he's got to go.
Yeah. I need to take out the wrench.
I would be delighted. I would be delighted. There we go. I have had enough of you. I have had enough of you. High on the day, baby. High on the day. I'm high on life.
Anybody tuning in right now, you're tuning into the 420 stream.
Indeed. If you're tuning in, this is the 420 stream, and we have enjoyed, we have indulged.
Greg is a couple edibles deep.
We are edible. I've got some stuff. Edible, a little elevated drink or two. It's all good. I know I'm wounded. Tell me something I don't know. Is that a health station?
No. It's a security shutdown
Oh.
station.
Oh. Well, that is not what I want. I want a health station. That is my quest at this point.
Did you loot that Big Daddy, by the way?
I think so. Didn't I? Or did I even find him?
To your left, or behind you now. That big burned corpse to your left. That guy.
Oh, let's see.
That guy?
I got some dollars. And yeah, I've got a lot of pretty good, I got a lot of loot. I got a lot of money,
You have a lot of money.
but I have to be able to find some place where I can spend it. Farmer's market. I'm going to go this way. I'm going in completely the opposite direction. Nope, I don't want to do that. I am just going to keep wandering around until I find what I need. And I'm sure you'll all love that, right? Watching me just sort of wander around. That's something.
Sadly, it's not health.
Yeah, I know. Looks like another diary. Hold the diary. I haven't even used the diaries at all. What purpose do the diaries have exactly?
They just give lore. Like, typically the diaries are from the perspective of somebody who was here when Rapture fell, basically. So it'll play an audio log of somebody who was in Arcadia when all the shit was going on, like what they were experiencing.
Oh, I like what was happening. Just sort of narrate it,
Yeah.
How close are we to Mr. Fontaine?
You're still pretty far.
Pretty far from Fontaine, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by
You'll be there by the end of the year.
You know what? I think yes. With you know what? I have confidence that by New Year's Eve, I will have conquered this game. Nope, I don't want that. At least there's nothing killing me.
Oh, that's always a plus.
Shouldn't have come.
Another diary.
Oh. Well, duh. It's a peppy little number. I do like writing lyrics very much. All right, parody lyrics is sort of my, one of my a hobby. I'm gonna say a hobby because it is sort of a hobby. I like doing it. I like the puzzle aspect of it and making the words fit the pattern.
Yeah.
The rhythm of the song. I honestly don't know. Now I'm literally back where I belong, where I began. So where have I not been? The tea garden.
Oh, they left a gift for you. You saved enough, little sister.
Oh, maybe could I have some health, please? Well, that's good. I've got lots of Adam and I've got lots of money.
I could navigate you to a vending machine if you want.
Please do, sir. Please do. All right. And Matt is going to navigate me to a vending machine while we have a little chat here on the chat. It has been a good week. I enjoyed Dallas. I've enjoyed my time home, and I'm going to enjoy Tampa, Florida, where I leave, I think, on Thursday. So if by chance you happen to be in the Tampa Bay area this weekend, please drop by and say hello. One of my absolute favorite things to do in this job. I mean, honestly, this is sort of fun too, getting high and playing video games, you're singing songs. That's not bad. But what I really love is meeting fans. It really does mean, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us in the cast. Just hearing all these stories from you guys about how much this show is, after 20 years, it still is so impactful. And, it's being handed down to another generation. It's become a multi-generational show now where entire families will watch the show and they'll say, no, are you, lots of times people will say, oh, this is an infant. It's only a year old, but we're gonna raise this child up. As soon as he's old enough, she's old enough, we are gonna show the child Avatar: The Last Airbender. And there aren't many shows like that. And it has been, it's been a lot of fun. It beats the hell out of business and legal affairs for the Walt Disney Company, guys. I absolutely can assure you of that much. What else can we chat about today? I mean, there's lots of things. With time travel, let's go back to time travel. You know what? All right, I just thought of something supposedly they're finally going to release some actual UFO files. Now, I have never personally encountered, honestly, anything really in my life that I could not readily identify or explain away. I think it makes sense that there would be aliens out there. Just based on the sheer size of the universe. But, I've never actually seen anything with my own eyes that would make me truly believe that. There have been things that were a little weird, but nothing I could categorically say, oh, wow, that. And I would be curious to know if any of you in the chat, that's a good convo for the chat, have any of you had, and not necessarily just UFOs. Oh, thank you, man. It's amazing how you got me where I needed to be.
You could buy more plasma.
And buy more stuff.
You have a lot of that.
And so, if any of you, not necessarily UFOs, but anybody in the chat have experienced anything that could not be easily explained away, anything in the realm of UFOs or, ghosts, poltergeists, things like that have always been, and certainly it's a good for conversation, have always been, sort of, I think everybody's sort of interested in that. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what happens if they actually do release something that is just absolutely categorically, oh, this is proof. There's no question about this. It'll be very interesting to watch in the next couple of days or weeks or whatever. I know they do keep talking about it, so I think it's possible that
I think they've been talking about it for a really long time.
Yeah, they have, and we haven't really got anything, Oh yeah, that was kind of fun. Yeah, first aid. Yeah, what do you think of that? I used first aid.
So the plasmid you have equipped right now doesn't actually do any damage, but
Oh.
as you see on the side of the screen, it says
Yeah.
enemy triggered. That's because the thing you threw at him, it attracts the black mark.
All right, so I'll go back to incinerate. Incinerate, you can't go wrong with.
True.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for helping the your old Uncle G out. Well, when I see, Molly was in here at the very beginning, literally right before we were about to start the show. And Callie even came in too. And they have been noticeably absent since then. Yeah. But, and also, it's also their supper time. Generally, this is the time of night where Molly, now this is Callie's voice. Everyone always has a voice for their dogs. Molly has a more deliberate, Molly sounds like this, hello. Actually sounds a little bit like Jimmy Stewart tonight. And Callie talks very fast, because Callie's a small dog, and she talks very much like this. And so I actually do, the voices. So that was Callie. Callie, this is usually the time I get my supper at night. I'm probably into having supper, although Callie being she's still a rat terrier mix, one of the terriers, and and she is quite, her full name is Queen Calafia Manelli, Waggledy Bottom, of the Espanola Waggledy Bottoms, but we call her Callie. So, but she does sort of live up to her name, and so sometimes Callie likes to eat her supper, and sometimes she doesn't like to eat her supper. So tonight could just be one of the nights where she just, turns her nose up. We like to talk about our dogs. Yeah, who doesn't love talking about their dogs?
I'm sure every pet owner does.
Yeah, and you know what I do, and I do love that I'm at the stage of my life where I actually get to know them. So much of the time when we have our dogs that Melissa and I have had over the years, we were both working, you know, gone from the house 9 hours a day, you know. These dogs, just because I share my life with them much more, they're interesting creatures. And, you know, this is a rather 420-esque thought. I think dogs are the closest alien beings that we communicate with. I think of all alien beings that are not humans, we communicate best, I think, with dogs. I mean, cats understand us, but cats, you know, cats kind of do their own thing. I don't know if you noticed. Dogs, though, dogs are a different animal. See, I made it funny, Izzy. Dogs are a different animal. Thank you very much, folks. I'm here roughly for another 45 minutes or so. But now that I have, you know, I'm doing better. Thank you for getting me out of my rut. And I'm sure that everyone thanks you. We're just gonna see him circle around the whole time. I mean, my reflexes aren't that good when I'm stone cold sober, so draw your own conclusions. All right, what do we got going on here?
Alright, so within the story, Andrew Ryan has noticed that you're in Arcadia now, and so he's flooding it with poison.
Well, that can't be good.
No, it's not. So you have to find
Oh my God! Oh wow! So this is not gonna work. But that's poison, I guess. So I will die if I go through that.
No. It's like environmental storytelling.
Oh, okay. So it won't literally kill me.
Yeah.
All right. So I have to find another way.
Doing right now?
Maybe that'll do. This does seem slightly. I don't remember that particular thing, and I never met Julie Langford, although maybe I did.
You did not.
Yeah, maybe I did. Who knows? Oh, television. There's television. I love television. Collect a rose specimen. All right. What is this? Beauty of the Beast. A single rose. For who could ever learn to love a beast? I think I got that thing, right? Oh, I got a lot of problems here. Oh my gosh. I think, you know, I'll be. You know what? I think nothing's shooting at me. Oh, yeah, another one of these bastards. You guys, these things out of here. How's my Adam holding up? There's stuff I could get, but also they keep coming at me. Yeah, always have positive refreshes. I'll have a little coffee. Thank you very much. What is bandages? Yes, definitely. Definitely bandages. We will apply them bad boys. And I will see what I can get from some of you guys. Because I could definitely use some stuff.
I think there's still some corpses in that pile.
There. Those guys are just deadly, man. Oh, that's good. I had some first aid. That's a nice change from the pre-musical interlude segment. I'm still so glad I got through that. You know? I was a little concerned. I was definitely a little concerned. But it's fun. I like writing those songs, and I love performing them.
No, they're awesome.
And I love rehearsing them. It satisfies, you know, because I am on the road so much, it makes doing actual theater very difficult for me. And it does in many ways, sort of, you know, fills that gap. You know, I love theater. This is I get to perform. And, you know, I love doing it. I hope you guys love doing it. I do. I love doing it for you. I love the idea of the tea house. I mean, we'll probably tweak it. You know, I'm sure everything. This is only, I think, our 9th or 10th episode. So, you know, we're still very much early in the early. And by all means, if anybody, you know, if you guys have anything, you know what? Oh, I hate it when you do this instead. Please let us know in the chat. Let us know any improvements that we can make. I've never done a Twitch show before. You know, I've never played a shooter before. Parody lyrics I'm somewhat familiar with, and I can definitely read from a teleprompter. But so we are definitely on new ground here, and any assistance, you know, you can give Uncle G would be greatly appreciated, my friend. Let's try to hack it, although this also requires, you know, I think just a little. It's too fast for me, you know. Tonight, definitely. Tonight, definitely. I just need to. Okay, if I want that one. Oh darn it! No. See. Yeah, those. You know, I love Blondie the Boople Snoot. Boople Snoot. That's a cool word. Boople Snoot. Can you say Boople Snoot? I knew you could say Boople Snoot. I think my worst Mr. Rogers impression. Oh, thank you. I think I still am pretty good with money, right?
I spent most of your money, sadly.
Oh well, we've got some more stuff though. What should I do? Oh no, I only have $6.
Yeah.
All right.
But you will get more money.
But yeah, no, I do find that money actually is a pretty easy thing to get in this game. No, I don't want to hack. Let's just keep going and seeing where we can go. And I think I've still got plenty of Adam. I think. All right, back out into the gas. Double check. Oh, thank you. The gas makes it look ultra creepy. Oh, Jesus, really, guys? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna need something else.
Another one of those teleporting. That thing you're setting on fire is just a skip.
Oh no! Oh, well. They all seem to be on fire now. Except now something's shooting at me. Very tricky, you bastards. You rat bastards. All right, well, you know, I'm still alive. That... First aid. That's awfully tricky of them, though. I need to incinerate. I got him. Yeah. What do you think of that? Thank you. Thank you very much.
You did die from standing on the fire, but
well, but you know, the bad news is I died. The good news is, you know, I got farther than I went before.
someone in chat asked, did you see the animation of them using your audio?
Yes, I have indeed seen the animation. It's still a cool thing to see even to this day. That was probably the first time I ever really, in terms of social media, sort of, you know, went with my love of parody lyrics. Pardon me a moment. Search. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else of use here?
Right behind you, on the ground.
Oh, I will take that. Any security evasion? I like the sound of it. All righty, all righty, all right. That's a very... Okay, so even though, I mean, I have gotten a little further.
You've gotten a lot further.
Ordinarily, if I wasn't traveling, I would have probably... I do come out here and just familiarize myself with the game a little bit to see what's going to come up next. And now that I'm traveling, I really will just be doing... Looks like something I should be worried about.
Your left, there's a robot.
Oh, it's these guys. Oh, I hate the flying robots. I just would like to go on, you know, I hate I hate the record. I am not a fan of the flying robots at all. Although you know what, I might as well finish it. Actually, there's the swallow. You know what? I actually might have one. I might have another one tomorrow. That's pretty darn tasty. Gets the job done. It'll get her done. We say down in Texas. Bakersville was quite a cowboy down in Texas. Now I'm gonna start singing. Hello, how are you?
People love it when you sing.
Well, yeah, I like to sing. And you know what they say about singing? The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear and killing the Big Daddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, die.
Crack 'em with your pen.
Oh, that is very, ah, I got him with the wrench. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I got him with the wrench. With the wrench. All right, let's see what Rosie has for me. First aid kit, a rivet gun. That looks like, you know, I can't imagine that being a bad thing. Houdini slicer, I must have already searched. I think I pretty much cleaned these guys out.
But not that guy there.
Oh, I got, and you know what? It's true. Honestly, guys, you know, I'm so much better. You know, as slow going as this is, I'm so much better than I used to be. Oh, I don't know if you. No, must have already. These bloody corpses. I think I've already cleaned you out. Get this back in my ear here. Almost fell up. There we go. Very good. Very good. Very good. Well, I hope you guys are having fun tonight. I am having a lovely time. I do. The more I do this, the more I enjoy it. And I hope you guys do too. And I hope you guys do too. And I hope. Okay, this way. So it's like you're pointing. Let's see, maybe this way, behind.
If you're ever in doubt, always open the map.
All right, I am there, so I should be going up. That's me.
Your goal is over there.
Right. I'm there by the arrow, right?
Yeah, you're right here. It says that there's a passageway from there to there. Like,
All right, so I need to turn around and go the other direction.
yeah. And you to the left. Would now be your right. There's some stuff you can pick
Oh.
up on the ground.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, anything, you know, will be quite handy. There's something there. I don't know if I've done that.
But you haven't. You go down one. Give you some machine gun bullets.
All right, that's good. I'm enjoying playing the game more, which I think makes. I hope, you know, probably for you guys it makes it a little more, entertaining because I'm a little better at it, and I do. It is a fun game to play.
You're enjoying watching. Always have a blast with this.
I hope
game.
so.
Enjoy this indeed. Fun time with you.
Well, come back to the tea house anytime, my friends.
Always a good time here, especially when it gives me an excuse to do a little gardening.
Ironically, the name of the structure that we're in, you know, you guys think of it as the tea house, but Melissa and I and the people that come up with the official name of the bar, the structure that we are in, is 851, named after our address back in Burbank, where we had our first bar. It wasn't nearly as nice as this, but once you've had one bar in your house, you kind of spoil for life, you know. The bar back in California was just basically a little pool cabana. It didn't have any no plumbing, you know. It literally was open to the elements, basically just covered. But in California, something that's open to the elements is very different than something open to the elements here in Albuquerque. So But again, and we did indeed have a tiny little karaoke stage there. And once we came to Albuquerque, we always knew when we bought the house that this is something we wanted to build. And it's a cool. Oh, is that another Big Daddy? How many Big Daddies are here, man? I do, because they're well. Yeah, so God, die! Why don't you die? Die! Use first aid and then die! Die! You do not. Nope, you're still alive. Barely, I think. I got him. Good. Oh, you! Those guys, man. Those guys are pains in the asses. I think I got him, though. Here, I gotta get the big... Gotta. All right. Moving on from Rosie. What do we have here? Nope. I don't want to do that. It's also really cool, doing a little dance, looking for some shit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I just made that up all myself. Improvisation. I'm ready for the groundlings, I think. Improvisation like that. Improv is rough. I always feel people that are really good at it amaze me. Because it's hard to be, that quick on your feet. It's quite a remarkable thing. And I think I probably said this on the show before, but the best person I've ever known at improv was Jeff Bennett. The dude was just remarkable. Really? I am not. No, I am. This is not how we're ending the night, you bastards. This is not how we're ending this night. I promise you. You followed me! I think I got them both, at least. I think that.
Yeah, but they're robots, so they don't care about.
Yeah, and so. That is not fair. It's no fair. Well, at least I have first aid kits, which is better than what was a while ago. Oh. I just can't win. Oh, can I hypnotize him?
Sadly, you have no Eve.
Oh my God, I am totally screwed. All right, the best thing for me to do, I think, is run. Yeah, try to avoid things shooting at me. That's sometimes my nieces and nephews, the best thing you can do in life is cut your losses and run. It's actually, pretty true. That's good advice. You know what? I'm gonna take you out to just don't die. If I have to go out tonight, man. Excuse me. We'll be right back after these messages. Now, before we move on, I would like to take just a moment, and I'd like to do something that we do every week here at the Tea House. We call it our Looking for the Light segment. And tonight, I got to tell you, I've been looking for it everywhere. I looked behind the bar. I looked under the napkins. I looked in the drawer that has absolutely no business being so messy. And it turns out I've been holding the light the whole time. which feels just about right. And then there's probably a metaphor, in there somewhere. Maybe the thing that you're looking for, the answer, the peace, whatever the hell it is, maybe it's right there in your hand, even as you tear the room apart looking for it, right? Octopuses have 3 hearts. I think that's fantastic. No reason, no metaphor, just 3 hearts living their best life. And did you know that wombats have cube-shaped poop? I don't know why. Scientists don't either. But somewhere out there right now, there's a little wombat making tiny little bricks. Honestly, I respect the craftsmanship. Yeah. Bananas. Bananas are technically berries, while strawberries are not, which feels like a betrayal, but it also feels, kind of liberating. Like the rules aren't quite as fixed as we
Sharing
thought they
tea
were.
with a fascinating
In the words of the
stranger.
immortal Hunter S. Thompson, buy the ticket, take the ride.
Sharing tea
That,
with
my
a
friends, is
fascinating
either
stranger.
profound life advice or a warning label, depending on how your evening's going.
You will come
I
to
do
a
think that
better
there's something
place.
to that, though. We are all of us, on this ride together, whether we like it or not. And the trick, I think, is to look around once in a while instead of just, gripping the bar like it's the only thing keeping us grounded and safe. And oh, my nieces and nephews, safe is overrated. Be here now. Now that sounds simple until you try it, and then you realize that your brain is currently back in 2007 arguing with somebody who's not even in your life anymore. Sometimes, though, we do moment to right here, right now. You made it here tonight. And the fact that we are still showing up, still trying, still looking for even the smallest flicker of something better, that's light. Light is in you, and it's in me. And if we can still find it, even by accident, even medically induced, even in 2026, especially in 2026, then, maybe we're all going to be okay. I actually am pretty high.
Real quick, read the TV. You'll see that
Saint 1089, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. We're funny about marijuana, aren't we? It's something that grows out of the ground like a dandelion with better PR, and yet we built this entire mythology around it. Half the country treats it like a holy gum. Meanwhile, weed just sits there, man. Leafy, patient, doing what plants do, man. Reaching for light, hydrating. And when you think about it, that's actually a pretty solid philosophy. Now me, I was a good boy right up until college. Squeaky clean. My wildest vices in high school were winning speech tournaments and getting cast as the lead in whatever musical we happen to be doing that year. Now my original drug of choice, a very, very powerful drug indeed, applause. Terrifying, addictive applause. But the first time I ever tried weed, well, that would have been in 1978. I was just out of high school, had just graduated, and I was at a midnight screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Because, of course, I was at a midnight screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I'm sitting there, nerdy little Greg. I'm surrounded by fishnets and toast and, rice flying through the air. And I take a hit, and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, honestly, frankly, I thought the entire counterculture had played an elaborate prank on me. Well, cut to 1 year later. Sophomore year at the University of Houston. I had just moved into the second floor of a house near campus with 2 other theater students, which is exactly as chaotic as that might sound. So it's August 1979, and I met 2 very important women, both of whom remain with me to this day. My beloved wife, my partner in all things, Melissa, and a wild party girl named Mary Jane. Oh, squeaky clean anymore. No, man, it was a full curriculum shift. Drugs, sex, and Stephen Sondheim, baby. That was my major. I minored in bad decisions with a concentration in late-night philosophical discussions that felt profound at the time and quite questionable in the morning. Now, how did my parents react to all this? Well, my parents, they were thrilled, absolutely thrilled that I had a girlfriend. I mean, this was Texas in the late 70s, and I remain to this day a proud theater kid. Now let me say this very clearly. I do not advocate for weed. It is not for everybody, nor should it be. Some people in this plant, they just don't get along, and that is perfectly fine. This is not a sales pitch. But for me, weed puts the noise on mute. And here's something that might surprise you about me, and it's true. I am a shy individual. Now, the version of me that you see up here on this stage, or at my signing table, holding court, singing songs, that's me. That is me. It is. That is still Greg Baldwin, but it's Greg Baldwin, all caps, exclamation point. And underneath that, I'm a pretty peculiar fellow. I'm socially awkward and perpetually anxious. I always have been. To this day, there are moments before I head down to my table on the convention floor, and I think, do I really have it in me to do this again today? Sometimes I literally get sick to my stomach. Now, weed helps manage that. Not erase it or cure it, but, soften it. Weed gives me enough space to breathe and remember that I've done the gig before. Everything's gonna be okay. Weed doesn't make me anybody else. It doesn't. It makes it easier for me to be myself. And maybe that's something we don't talk about enough when we discuss weed. Hello, Callie. Callie. You know what? If Callie's in here, Molly cannot be far behind. Molly is definitely not far behind. Why are we humans compelled to reach for anything at all? We're just trying to feel okay, right? Not perfect and not enlightened, but just okay. A little less afraid. A little more prepared to sit with ourselves without flinching. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 30 seconds, no punchlines, no cleverness, maybe a couple of dogs. Here's the other one, just quiet. And whatever your relationship is with weed or with any of this tonight, it doesn't matter now. What matters is the pause, the breath, the chance to just sit quietly in your own sky for just a moment. Here we go, 30 seconds. Thank you very much for that. Now, I don't know what showed up for you tonight. I'm frankly shocked that I'm still coherent and can read a teleprompter. I reiterate, I really am. I'm pretty high.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
I'm gonna have you get me dancing, baby. You know, we don't give ourselves the gift of silence very often. If something, touched your heart in that silence, a thought or a memory, carry it gently, then spark up a blunt and ponder that shit. If nothing came up, nothing at all, congratulations. I think we might just be on the road to enlightenment. Or maybe we just need a snack. Honestly, it could go either way. I am a bit peckish. Let's sing our way out. We played a game, we had some laughs, but all things have to end. And so, until we meet again, destiny is your friend. Well, that's our 420 on 421 show, folks. If you had a good time tonight, we'll do your old Uncle G a favor and hit that follow button. Stick around, tell a friend, bring somebody along next time. You guys, you know the drill. We are growing this thing one human being at a time, which is slower than the algorithm would like. But you know what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You do. So, fuck off algorithm, right? Anyway, I'm on the road again, so come visit me this weekend in Tampa, Florida at the Amazing Art Exposition, April 24th through April 26th at the Westin Tampa Waterside. Is recreational weed illegal in Florida? Florida. I have a bad feeling about this. Next Tuesday, it's National Superhero Day, and we are suiting up. Capes, masks, origin stories, the whole shebang. We'll be talking about what makes a hero, what breaks a hero, and what does it mean to try to be a hero anyway. Until then, my nieces and nephews, be well, be happy, be kind, be buzzed. Good night.